What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode on the Forager server. I'm Arkfort, and today, man, I'm trying to figure out what kind of farm I'm going to do, because quite frankly, I'm not sure at this point what farm I want to do next. There's a lot of potential, right? There's a lot of options, but I really feel like I need to build another farm. But I want to build something that's, you know, not overdone. Things that people don't usually do. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out too what it is that people need, want, things that I can sell for diamonds. That would be great. So I'm thinking maybe since Saro is one of the more active guys on the server, I'll go and ask him a few questions, see what he's thinking, also see what he's up to. Because maybe he's building some stuff that'll give me some ideas of what I can put together. But he's been busy. I know he's been real busy working on building his little industrial era city. And I need to get on my modern city to compete with his. So let's go see what Saro is up to. And maybe he can give us a few ideas of what... Alright, so explain to me the storage. Is that the storage? Like, is this your storage system in here that you... No, that's your storage system over there. What is in here? What is this?
That's storage for bone meal.
So just storage for bone meal.
Yes.
Okay.
I've kind of liked this system, although it's not set up yet.
Let me come take a look at this in a better angle here. So... Oh, wow. This actually looks pretty neato. Oh, wow.
So...
Explain.
What you've got is you'll have bone meal coming up the center column here. And it'll flow out onto this ring of hoppers up top. Runs in to that ring up there, gets picked up by all these lines of hoppers going out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And into the chests, arrays, and they'll be filled in.
And so these go to different farms that utilize bone meal.
Well, they all run back to this inner ring, this lower ring here.
Okay.
Which then, on each corner, will go down to the different modules.
I see. Okay.
So that way, there isn't a single module here that isn't connected to all four sides of the storage array.
I like it. That's pretty nifty. Not gonna lie. Like that's pretty wow factor. So what all bone meal utilizing things are you going to use for this?
Did I come up with a list? I thought I came up with a list somewhere. Let's see.
I love this. Oh my gosh, I love that you used what are these? Lecterns with the doors, the trap doors.
That was not my idea. I saw that somewhere else.
Oh man, that just looks so nice. I love this. The plants. Oh, those look nice. This is gonna be really fancy. I feel like I'm definitely below par by comparison to this, because this feels very like natural looking, and then you use like the different colored glass, and I need to up my game aesthetically. Because this is really, as nice as this looks, this is all just to be a shell outside of a thing.
It's a facade.
Yes, it's all just a big facade, but it's
nice like if you
facade.
Walked into a amusement park, kind of.
Yeah.
And I may go in and put a roof and actually make little rooms in here, like a restaurant or something.
That would be kind
just
of
for
cool.
Decoration. But we'll see.
But you need copper. You need some more copper, is what you're saying.
I need lots of copper.
Yep. Oh man.
The design is eventually going to look like an apartment building.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's one thing I know. You ready for this? You ready for me to throw some facts your way?
I like facts.
So drop copper now.
Yes.
So maybe what we need is a drown farm to get all of this copper that you need.
Yes.
Okay, so well actually, maybe I shouldn't have said that to you. Maybe what I should have done was just gone and made a drown farm and then sold you a bunch of copper. That may be what I should have done.
If you make a drown farm, I will be so happy.
Oh well, I need a farm to work on, so
here's the thing. Do you know how to make a drown farm?
I do actually know how to make a drown farm. I made one 2 servers ago, and the only reason I didn't make one last server is because Clash made one. So
did either of you make it where it calls for help?
No. I'm not even.
You will need that. if you want any sizable amount of copper.
Oh, okay. When you say calls for help.
So, I don't know all the mechanics, but I have seen a farm. I think Tango did it. I don't know if it was his design or not. But it, based on if the drowned is attacked, it has a chance of summoning one or more drowned.
Oh, so it's kind of like
it.
it's kind of like the zombie thing. Like when you
Yes.
attack. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
it's exactly like the zombie thing.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But actually, he may have made a zombie farm first
and then drown them.
Converted them to drown.
Does that still drop
sure.
copper? I'm not even.
What? Yeah.
What? I'll just make a zombie farm then, and then I'll just drown them all, and then I'll use snowmen. And then I'll have the snow golems attack them, right?
Yep.
And then
So they call more.
Yes. This is I like this. I like the brainstorming we're doing here. This is good stuff. And all of this is so that I can make a thing that you can give me diamonds for, is what I'm understanding. Yes. Cool. I like that. I love it when you come up with ideas that make me money from you. That seems unfair to you actually, but I'll take it because I'm a schemy, I'm a greedy schemer.
Yeah. So go look up a video on it. There's a couple designs.
But that would be unoriginal.
Okay.
But then it wouldn't work right, probably.
Well,
I want it to work right. I really do.
So, I think they drop it about the same rate as zombies drop iron.
What?
Is that right?
That's pretty high, actually. Like, I've made zombie farms before where I got plenty of iron, but it won't be like insane. But
it's ingots.
Right. To make this as beneficial a farm as possible, though.
So here, come here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
You see how much iron's in this?
Yes.
That's probably about as much copper as I need.
I mean, okay. Here's the dealio. To get copper in that amount from a drowned farm, this thing has to be absolutely bonkers large. Like it has, and not only large, but insanely efficient. Yep. Right? All right. So what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to make an insanely efficient drowned farm. Is what I'm hearing.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, all right, cool. That sounds like about par for the course and the expectations that would be set on me. That makes perfect sense. All right, well, then I guess I better get started on figuring out how I'm going to do that, but I think I've got an idea already on how I'm going to play that, and it's... well, okay, here's the deal. I can't spawn things on my island, right? But if I go just a hair outside of my island, as a matter of fact, let me see. I've got some cobblestone on me.
You can probably go over to near the shulker farm.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I can even...
Oh, okay, there's a hole.
There's several holes. Yes, one of them goes to my mine. Did you find...
in the roof.
In the roof? Oh, yes. You're talking about the roof to my building?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how
not the giant hole. Not the giant hole. There is a hole in the glass.
There's a hole in the glass of what roof? What roof? Which roof are you referring to? The roof of my base or the roof of the potion? Oh, the dome. The dome? Dome? What? So, yeah, where is this hole?
Put a torch on it.
Ah! I don't even have glass on me right now. Leave it there, I'll fix it later. Okay, so here's the thing.
I was like, wait, I'm falling. Why am I falling?
So, what I may need to do is I may need to go kind of where my mine area has been and go up really, really high and then use a mob machine, like create a mob machine, not a mob farm, mob machine that separates all the mobs. That's
how Tango did it.
Yeah, that would probably be a good way to do it. And then I can take zombies, separate them out from everybody else, and then I can drown them all. Because that's the humane thing to do. Because that's the only way. That, or if I can find... zombie spawners are a thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, if I could find one of those.
I think they're the most common spawners, actually.
I see. That's the thing, though. I've found 5 or 6 spawners, and none of them were zombie spawners. So that's gonna make this an interesting.
They're not the cave spider spawners. Those don't count.
No, but I found skeleton spawners in abundance.
Huh. Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
So I don't know, and maybe I just need to look around some more.
I have not found any spawner besides a cave spider spawner this server, so.
That's interesting. I found several of those. I just found one of them today, actually, and I destroyed it because I hate those things.
Yeah.
So. Have you seen my mine?
Not really.
This is one of my mines. This is not the mine I've been getting everything out of, though. So, I need to light this up because this is dangerous to keep unlit. Yeah, there's.
Is it though?
Oh, I guess. I think things do spawn at this level. I'm pretty sure they actually do.
Oh.
Could be wrong about that. Although I haven't had an issue with it, so I don't know. Maybe not. I am in a mushroom island biome type thing, so that may have a part to play in it all. But I don't think. All right, I fell. I don't think that it's a major issue. Also, I've mined so many diamonds out of this thing; it's actually insane. Which is why I went to another mine. So, did you go back up?
I wasn't seeing a whole bunch of mushrooms around.
Oh, well, they're all kind of conglomerated together.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah,
Nice.
I did convert a couple of them to brown. I'm trying to figure out if you breed them brown, if they breed brown cows. Because if they do, that would be that would be amazing. If I could get that, that would be insane. Brown stuff, brown mushrooms would be great. Yeah, so a drown farm. How hard could it be to make a drown farm?
Good luck. See you later.
Yep, bye. I'll work on it. Let's see what I can figure out.
And also,
can we do this now? Is this a thing?
I don't know how this works.
I do. I know how this works.
I mean, I figure it's the banners.
It is. That's why. Okay. Yeah,
he went in spot.
He placed banners in everyone's shops, and that's why. Because it's like, this is a white marker, this is a white marker, over here you get your red markers. Oh my goodness.
Did not know that was a thing.
Oh, this is great. Oh my goodness.
I like it.
I love that so much.
How do you do that?
He named all the banners, and then he put them down, and then he used the map, and then they were just labeled like that. Which is amazing. I love that. It also tells me we need to expand the spawn village at some point. Because this looks rather blank.
Yeah. We've got all of our shops on this one narrow corridor.
Yeah, exactly. I think we could maybe expand that out. I think, figure out that there may be a zombie dungeon here somewhere. But I don't feel like digging up in the spawn village for it. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I need to go find another spot with a...
Do you have any fish?
Do I have any fish? Do I have fish? My man, how many
Can
fish?
I get some? Whatever will let me tame this cat. This is a very sad cat.
Okay, if you can keep him detained for a moment, I'll go get you some.
Oh
fish.
no, he's not going anywhere. He can't. He's stuck.
Oh. Okay, yes, I have.
That's why every time I terrify the life out of him every time I walk in there.
I see, because he wants to run away from me, but he can't.
Yes, I feel really bad.
All right.
I don't normally tame cats.
Here's what I'll do. I'll go get you some fish, because I've got just oodles of the stuff. More than I'll ever need.
I've got 3. Let's see how far that gets me.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, I'm gonna beat you to him. He'll be my cat. No, I don't want a cat. Never mind. Here.
I gotta name it so I don't accidentally kill it later.
That's fair. Here. Darn it, that didn't work. There you go. Have fun.
Thank you.
Of course. Looky what I found. I found some amethyst, which I can use to make some tinted glass. I think I'm going to do that. This isn't very much. I have a little bit more from a geode I found underneath a buddy's house, actually. Oh, there we go. But I think I'm going to use this to make some tinted glass for this particular farm. Guys, I think I think I hit the mother lode here. I think this is exactly what I needed for building a copper farm. A zombie spawner here and a zombie spawner here. Ooh, this is perfect. This is just fantastic. Oh man, this is gonna be exactly what we need to make a good copper farm, because now I don't have to rely on the the mob count and all that jazz to figure this out. I can just this will all spawn based on the spawn rate of the spawners, not based on the spawn rate of, you know, mob count and all that jazz. So this will be perfect. I can build a big collection unit and then run it all up into one system, drown the zombies, and then I will have to manually kill the zombies because there's, you know, no other way to get copper from zombies. But if you're gonna make it a farm for copper, you just have to do it that way. You have to kill them manually. So that's just no getting around that. But I think we can actually work with this because they're only, I think, maybe 3 levels apart from one another, which is totally acceptable. So if I keep the ceiling where it is here and drop the floor to below this one and maybe run it into some kind of collection system, I think we will be good to go. So I'm gonna get this area cleared out and we'll get to working on the farm. But I think this will work for now. I've got this spawner here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks from the wall, and I have this spawner over here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks from the wall, and that will work out so where I can take some water and run it along the wall here. It will move everything into this trough area right here, which will drop down and head into here, and then I hear zombies, and then that will move up a water elevator, which I'll make in a moment. First things first, put that down. So yeah, that's my next move, is to make a water elevator here that comes up, and I gotta make a collection area. I think that's the next thing, actually. So this is the collection area that I built, and I don't know that it's sufficient, but it's something to start with, I suppose. And I've got some plans for this little farm right here, because I think I can do more than just copper and well, rotten flesh. This was an hour. That's insane. After only 1 hour. But the problem is, I only got 29 copper ingots, but I'm getting the impression that I got more than just drowned in there the first go round. So I'm kind of trying to perfect that. But it seems like this is drowned. This, I don't see the teal color. I do see chickens in there, which is a little odd, if you ask me, but that's all right. The way this works, so I've got this little button right here that turns the water on, and that's basically what turns the zombies into drown, right? So then I can turn that off if I'd like, and then they sound very different when I do that. Then I can drop them right here, like that, like so. Oh, I'm gonna have to press that button again. And I'm gonna have to press it again. Seems like I may just want to make a lever here. Do I have a lever on me? I have no levers on me. Wow. Well, that's frustrating. Anyway, I'll press the button a few times, get everybody sorted out. Maybe they're just not going to come through. Either way, all I have to do here, with my looting 3 sword, come in and weed whack for a while until they're all donezo. And that does take a minute, but I can at least AFK to have them spawn in. But this group right here is after maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So I get the impression that if I if I were to wait around for too long, because I think that 1 hour was actually the maximum that will hold in this little holding cell. So I may need to expand this if I'm going to really AFK this. I'm going to have to expand this to be much larger, or I'm going to have to find another way to do this. Either way, though, it looks like things have started trickling in. Doesn't look like the copper has come in, but we're starting to get zombie flesh, which has made me think. Oh, I have some in my inventory. I'll just go ahead and put that in. Made me think, though, what if I got a hold of some clerics, right? And then I had this zombie flesh here that I could trade out to them. Well, looks like I'm getting a little bit more copper there. Okay, how is it in 10 minutes? It looks like I got almost as much copper as I did in an hour. That doesn't seem right. So something that was more efficient this go around than the last time I tried it, but you kind of get the idea. So the way it works, they come up through the system, and I'll show you. Oh, go down the elevator here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what we've got back here, you can kind of see in here if you'd like. You probably can't see actually because it's very dark. So I cleared out this whole area, right? And I made it real dark in here. And they should start spawning here in a second. Maybe they won't because I just experimentally covered them with this thing. That may have been a poor decision. Those are spawning though, so it shouldn't be a problem. Maybe too much light over here. We'll go ahead and turn that off. The idea is that they'll spawn over here. Yeah, that's what it took. I needed to move that light. And they will drop into that chute right there, where they go and trickle down through the system. And this is where I'll AFK. I'm gonna have to work on this area as an AFK area because it's currently not real secure. But you can tell already there's a lot of them coming in to the system very, very fast. So I will go back over here to the holding area. Whoosh. And here they are back here. So I flip this on. Water drowns them. That's what we want. That's what we like. And I can take you to the back door too to see kind of what we're looking at here. But the way this works, so I'll press that button and this will actually activate the trapdoors to drop them. I've got another line obviously across the front that will activate the water. That's pretty simple. It's just a line of redstone above those copper blocks right there. And given this a few minutes, you should see these zombies start shaking, like that one right there. He's doing the jitters, and then they'll turn into drown. And that is pretty much how that works. But I'm really hoping to get. I was hoping to get more copper out of this, but it's not looking. Oh! Very suddenly, a bunch of them just transformed there. But maybe if I keep this up and I'm more consistent about the drown being drowned first, then that would be good. The beauty of it is, as soon as I move into this room, the zombies stop coming into the system. So if I come into this room, wait a few minutes, and then start wrecking shop, I should be fine. But this is not where I want to AFK. And unfortunately, this sounds weird. Unfortunately, I'm only able to hold about 300 of the zombies in this little holding cell as it is. And that really may just not be enough for AFKing, because I may need to expand this to such a way that they are able to be much less crowded, I guess, and be able to spread out a little bit. Because if I can put in, 300 here and 300 there and 300 there, I can AFK for a while and get quite a bit. And that maybe will move my cap up, because I think, honestly, I hit my cap very quickly, and that's what was limiting the copper output the first time. So what I probably need to do is I probably need to... Whoop. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that either. I probably need to get out of here. There we go. I probably need to expand the holding cell. That's probably the biggest thing. I think we've got converted all the zombies we're going to convert at this point. But if I can enlarge the holding cell, I can increase the amount of zombies I can AFK to, and that will increase the amount of copper that I'm getting, which is all I want at this point, is more copper. I have, I think, thoroughly expanded this collection area. I say that. I still think it's not going to be enough for how quickly things were coming into the system, but I think this will at least be a decent start. This definitely looks nicer. And I kind of cleaned this room up a little bit too because it was looking a little drab, if you will. I'm probably I'd add more of these things. These things I think look really nice. I think this is a excellent touch. Adds a little bit of light and a little bit of a little bit of atmosphere, which is always nice. But I'll take you back behind things to let you see how they look. And I actually ended up adding. I probably should not have used copper for this because I am pretty well out of copper at this point. But this is all I did, so I had to expand obviously on this. So I just made these little, I guess, repeaters. So I have to hit every single one of these blocks with direct power, and at some point, obviously, a direct redstone line wasn't going to cut it. So I actually used the end of the redstone line to repeat here while still repeating here, if that makes sense. So this whole line will activate when I press the button. Coming in here, oh, there are drowns in here, so we can deal with them. Cool. So the system's not running right now, so the fact that there's anything in there is pretty wild to me. So I added that. That's been part of what I added here. Down to my last golden carrot. Probably ought to go get more from Saro's shop here. So I obviously updated the walls and expanded this whole thing down. And then the other thing that I did, which is I think really important, is I made a storage area, which I think looks great. Other than the fact that I can't. Oh, why are you blocks? I'll fix that later. But other than the fact that I can't balance numbers right, if that makes sense, my ratios are all off. But other than that, I think this will work just fine. We got us a chest for copper, a chest for rotten flesh, and then all of these are just for all the miscellaneous things that they'll drop. So I think that's going to be a nice touch. But I think the next thing that we need to do is we need to run this thing. I think that's the next step. So I'm going to go AFK for a bit and see what we get after a period of time. Ladies and gents, I think it's game time. Time to drop these guys into the system. I think this is that button. Yeah. Oh my. I'm gonna have to press that button a few times. Still gonna have to keep pressing it. What is going on over here? Clearly they're dropping into there. Well, whatever. I'll just start dealing with this first. So, and they'll actually start funneling their way over here, which is really convenient. Because they get mad, right? And then they come over here to try to get me. And then they just keep funneling in right here. So I can just stand here. And they just come to me. I don't even have to go all the way down there to go get them. They just come to me. And we just keep doing this for a while. I'm gonna actually use that temporarily to beef up my my pickaxe. There we go. Perfect. Is that all? Did you guys all come down here? What do you know? That worked out really well. Okay, next group. Come on in. Come on. You little devils down. Come on. You know, good enough. Another set here. Oh, I got smacked. Okay, so the one drawback to this design is that it does require manual killing for copper. There is, however, no other way to renew copper. That is it. This is the whole thing. You want to fight? You want to go, kid? You want to go? That's what I thought. Okay. How did you get in here? You shouldn't be in here. Clearly my lighting situation is not ideal. Do you have torches? I'm going to put some torches down. Just in case, because I don't really feel like dealing with skeletons in here. Okay, so that all worked. Let's come on down here. It's gonna be a minute. Oh, I just picked up 16 copper, so that's a good sign. It's gonna be a minute before this gets into the system, though. What do we got? Yeah, these are gonna be moving through the system, and then of course you've got whatever's in here. I've got so much of this stuff actually. Myself, I picked up tons of the stuff. And I'm gonna need more storage for that. We'll see in a minute what kind of copper we get when the whole thing has finished filling up and what that looks like. All right, let's give this another round. Drop these guys into the system. Do I have a lever for this? I do. I think I do have a lever for this. Bloop. And they should all come down, well, in a second. I'll get to it. But now, I just stand here and kill things. And they all just keep walking. And walking, and walking. And we'll see how much copper we get when they're all dead. So, okay, let me back up and just say you did encourage me to go and build a copper farm, right?
Yes.
And I put so much effort into this thing. I used 4 stacks of copper blocks, and a ton of deep slate. I'm just gonna say I'm about to hit something. Tons of deep slates, tons of hoppers. Just I went all out with this thing, right?
Good.
Yeah. And man, I'm pretty proud of this. It's a unique design. I didn't watch any videos on it. It's completely my own design. And it's are you flying around looking for it? Because you're not gonna find it.
Nah.
It's not here. And I'll show you where it is though if you want. I'll show you. The difficulty now is I gotta find the beacon. I left a beacon. That was one of the better decisions I made in this excursion.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah? Oh, yep, sure enough, there it is. Okay, so this is where it is. I think you'll like the design. You asked if it is productive. And sir,
Yes.
let me just say, it's okay. It's not what I expected. I'll just leave it at that. All right, so break it down. First things first. Here you go. Taking a look in here, and you'll see them. They start coming in here hot. They start coming in fast, and there's a ton of them. If we just sit here for a moment, let things get warmed up. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. One of them will show up eventually. Okay, so that's only 2. Usually they'll spawn 4 and 4 on each side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you sit here for a minute, you'll kind of get the idea. Wow, there's nothing. There we go. There's a couple there. I don't know why it's being so slow, but usually I guess it takes a few minutes to get it running, right? There we go. There's some more coming in. So now you see they're coming in at a pretty consistent rate, right? 2 spawners gives you plenty of zombies. Okay. And that's great. That's wonderful. We like that. So follow me around here and whoosh, whoosh. Come up the elevator. And this is where the magic happens, okay? So, I get you right here. Press this button, water. Water's great. You just press the button and water appears. And these zombies that are here turn into drowned. Over time, of course. So, once they turn into drowned, and that might take a few minutes, I'll show you in the meantime the storage area. So, once everything comes around and the stuff comes in, it comes down here to be processed, and it is in fact processed. So, yeah, you see that? That's like a whole
That's copper.
That's like a whole 20 something. That's like 22 blocks right there. But be amazed. Then you've got you some rotten flesh here, in case you need rotten flesh for anything. I think they're done. I think they're done baking. And then this is just the the excess one. So I'll come and I'll let you see what happens here.
Chickens. Thank you.
Yeah, chickens, more chickens. So
I have an idea to just make a chicken farm solely for the purpose of killing chickens.
No, that's pretty fun.
And disposing of everything they drop.
Yeah.
Into lava.
I like that idea. All right, so ready for this? So now you've got you some drowned. Of course, the idea of this is that if you spend long enough, this entire thing will be filled up. Something like 1,000 zombies will stay here. This can hold up to 1,000 zombies. So then, wow, that's so anticlimactic. Okay, so that's actually open right now. They all should be dropping out. And okay.
Trapdoors. I see.
Yeah, trapdoors should, in theory, be allowing them to knock down. So here's the cool thing. So if I hit these guys right here,
Yep.
I have to do it with the looting 3-sword. Usually these guys catch on, then I'm trying to kill their friends, and they follow suit. That's okay, though. So I just come down the line, and I kill them with my looting 3-sword. And there are hoppers underneath them that just pick up all of that stuff and send it into the system. And
Nice.
that is how the whole thing works. And clearly I've used more copper on this thing than I'm probably ever going to get back. So, there is that. I could have just sold you all the copper I owned, and that probably would have been sufficient, but I have more, so I mean, I mined up quite a bit, so. But I still can honestly say that this is a copper farm.
Yes, it is a copper farm.
It's a copper farm. It doesn't make tons of copper, but it does produce copper. So there is that.
It is pretty much AFK.
Yeah, no, you can. You
Just
can
better than my method.
Right. You can just AFK and you can get copper. Now, it's not like super fast. It's not faster than mining, but
Yeah.
if you're just going to sit around and do nothing for a few hours like I am tonight while I sleep, then I can AFK here and that should be fine. So,
Yep.
if you want to
Makes
see
sense to me.
you want to see some mechanics of how this thing works?
I like mechanics.
Yeah, so you come back here, and this is just for the trapdoors, right?
Yep.
And you think, well, how do you get all of the trapdoors, Jordan? Well, that's a good question. So what I do is I run that line of repeaters all the way across here, and then I run this system that also hits this and this at the same time, and it keeps it going while simultaneously powering or unpowering, I guess, the trapdoor to trigger. So that goes all the way down here. There's another line that is in front of this thing that is what connects to a group of dispensers. So this line right here, the top line of copper,
Yep.
connects to it connects to redstone, which activates the dispensers, which turns the water on, which drowns the drown.
Yep.
So, which, that works pretty well. So, but altogether, this is pretty great. I mean, like, this is, as far as copper farms go, I feel good about this. Like, this is real. This is real stuff. Like, this isn't your mama's copper farm. Well, guys, I think it's been a productive day building a copper farm with you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Maybe it wasn't the most productive thing, but who knows? Maybe we can upgrade it and work on it. If you guys have some ideas on how to upgrade it, I'd love to hear them. Also, I would also like to know ways that I might be able to expand it. Or maybe if this just gives you a couple of ideas, you want to build off of this idea, feel free. Because this was just kind of an experiment. So I wanted to see how it would work. I didn't want to do any research and see what I could come up with based on my own merit, so I'm sure there's more efficient ways of doing it, but I want to see what you guys can come up with. So if you have a copper farm idea, ways that I can improve this one, would love to hear from you. In other news, I hope you'll join us on the next episode on the Forager server, but in the meantime, I am gonna go, so goodbye. That's how that works. Goodbye, everybody.